What's up, vinyl community? This is Drop the Needle Records, and I've got a special video this week. This week, I'm answering a thread. I got the idea from JT from his channel. It's 5 questions about my collection. It's from the Spirit of Vinyl. I'll leave a link down below. But before we get started, if you would do a few things for me, like, comment, and subscribe down below. Really helps the channel out. Again, I love interacting with everyone. Love getting the questions and the comments and the encouragement. And if you ever have any questions, just let me know. But let's get to it. So 5 questions about my collection. There's a kind of a list of questions that are here. Thought I would do this. Add a little few more than just one record on there, but let's get started. So question number 1 says, the record that you have owned the longest. Well, I've had this record. This is Michael Jackson's Thriller. Actually got the MoFi. Found a really good deal on it. I think it was on Amazon. Just randomly had a sale. But this record I've had since I was like when it came out. I had it on, I think, first on cassette. I had a single. I think the first single I got was Wanna Be Starting Something. Love that song. But this album is just fantastic. Personal life, it is what it is. But I try to just listen to the music. Don't get personal with anything, but I've had it on cassette. I had the singles, I had the vinyl, had the CD, had to get it back on vinyl. But yeah, I remember this album completely. And I also remember back in the day watching them on VHS was The Making of Thriller. Always loved watching that. So that's question number 1. Question number 2 is the oldest pressing. The oldest pressing I have is Now Here's Johnny Cash, but I grabbed 2 because I don't have the cover of Now Here's Johnny Cash. I love Johnny Cash, but this is the oldest pressing that I have from 1961. It has Cry, 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 Hey Porter. So good. Gotta love the Man in Black. Anytime I'm out and I see a Johnny Cash record that I don't have and it's cheap, I always grab it. So then I was like, well, I can't do the vinyl community like that. What's the oldest pressing that I have a cover for? So that would be Ray Charles, Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music. Ray Charles is the man. He was one cool dude. You got to learn a lot about his personal life too when his movie came out with Jamie Foxx, but Ray Charles is my oldest pressing. Love me some Ray Charles. Number 3 is most obscure album. So I like obscure stuff and I try to grab stuff that I haven't shown on my vinyl channel. So if I have a repeat, I apologize, but I kind of give you a little story about each one. First one is Jerry Reed. I love Jerry Reed just because I was a Smokey and the Bandit fan. I tried to find Eastbound and Down, I think, forever. It seemed like every time I found the Smokey Bandit soundtrack, they wanted like $20 or $30 for it, and I was not going to pay that for that. So this has Eastbound and Down. Another one is Nick Mason's Fictitious Sports. If you just want an obscure album and a good sounding record, give this a call. This is Nick Mason's Fictitious Sports. Highly recommend that. Another obscure, Rappin' Duke. When I was young on cassette, I had the Kings of Rap on cassette, and the Rappin' Duke was on there. Found the single, absolutely fantastic. If you want just to hear a hilarious rap song, I loved it when I was a kid, but look up Rappin' Duke. Sounds like John Wayne. You'll have a good laugh on you. Next, my son is a huge Young Bucks fan, so I have actually the Young Bucks theme song, Super Kick Party. Had to show that. That's definitely obscure. Also, I have Batman and Robin. This actually has Sun Ra on it, I think. I think it has that on there. But it says the sensational guitars of Dan and Dale, but also has Sun Ra's music on it as well. I'm a huge old school Batman fan. I love DC comics, but this is the Batman that I love, the old school Batman. So I saw this. I love the 66 Batman TV series. Have that whole DVD collection. Love it, but had to get this when I saw it. So this is Batman and Robin. So that was question number 3. Let me know what some obscure stuff that you have. I love listening to obscure music. So if you got a good recommendation, let me know. Most limited press. If you follow my channel, you know I'm getting ready to move. So a lot of my limited presses I have. Dylan at Noble Records, love that man, shout him out. I've got a lot of his limited runs. Andromeda, 500 copies. Elias Hulk, 300 copies. Farm on Yellow, 300 copies. Crystal, 300. But I grabbed a few. From the newest record store day, I was able to get Gandalf. I got lucky. I didn't get to go out for record store day, but my local did a drop the next day, actually got this record. I was shocked. So got that. This is a great sounding record too. And then from Noble Records, I got Fraction Moonblood on red vinyl. If you haven't gotten this, find it, try to get it. It is just amazing. If you listen to Dylan over at Noble, all he does is talk about that record all the time. Fantastic. I got Rick Astley. Got to get Rick Roll. This is record store day. This was 1,800 copies, I think. But this is fantastic too. I love me some Rick Astley. And then question number 5, most valuable. I'm saving my most valuable for my video next week after I've moved in. I got a Grail, so stay tuned. Got a Grail. Pay attention. Look for that video to drop. But I got 2 to show. First one is and it goes by the median value. This is a sealed 10 original press. It says the median, but knowing this is a sealed press. This goes for quite a bit. And if you followed my channel, this is probably one of my favorite records in my collection. Probably one of my best sounding records in my collection. Everybody has best sounding records. I have several, but when I have a go-to record, I want to see how the system sounds right now. Like when I go and move and get everything set up, I'll throw this record on. This is Alice in Chains Unplugged. This is the official music on vinyl press. Man, this is so amazing. I love this record. But vinyl community, that's my list. Love the 5 questions about my collection. I want to know down below, what are your answers to any of these? Again, reach out to me. Let me know what you think. But until we see each other again, vinyl community, peace.